EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for October 27th, 2021. We have one major system moving away from the region. This was a nor'easter that really mostly affected, in a bad way, the southern New England coast and Long Island. New Jersey got into a little bit. I think we had a decent amount of rain, especially across northern New Jersey over to the Poconos, where we kind of expected the jackpot to be. Some of the other areas across the region were maybe slightly below those projections, but it still was a very rainy and dismal day yesterday, and we had some winds kicking up overnight as that low pressure was starting to loop and pull away. It will be pulling away this morning, so we will have any morning clouds this morning giving way to sun, and then we're going to get ready for this next system to come in at the end of the week. Before I get into that, today's video forecast is sponsored by the Walters and Zrinski team at Keller Williams Real Estate, with over 20 years of real estate experience serving not only the Lehigh Valley and Poconos, but also portions of Berks, Bucks, Carbon, Monroe, and Schuylkill counties. Reach out to the Walters Zrinski team at Keller Williams Real Estate to get your up-to-the-minute local real estate forecast on inventory, market conditions, current rates, and pricing. See for yourself what Michael and Sarah can do for you and find out what sets them apart in the real estate industry. They can be reached at 610-867-8888. They are proud sponsors of the Wednesday forecast video. So again, we have this system moving away today. We're going to have high pressure attempting to move in here for the next 2 days. There's at least going to be influencing our weather. It's going to be off to our north. Okay, and this is actually going to be a player in the late week system as well. The high pressure will. High pressure is usually fair skies and pleasant weather is what's associated with that. But this is going to create a little bit of problems, maybe with some wind involved with the second system. We didn't really have too bad wind with this one. Again, it was mostly confined to, at least the extreme wind was confined to southern New England, places like Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, but this time I think we'll have a little bit of wind to deal with this, but it's going to be a very short duration when that occurs. So today we are morning clouds giving way to sun. We all have partly cloudy skies, and then eventually mostly sunny, mostly clear overnight tonight. We start off mostly sunny on Thursday as well. The next system is getting ready to move in. This is it. And it's going to be sitting over the Tennessee Valley here by the time we get to late Thursday. We will be mostly sunny for most of the daylight hours, and I think we have the clouds increase once we get into Thursday night. I don't think we're going to get in any rain on Thursday night, maybe in our far southwestern areas very late at night, but I think most of us is going to be on Friday when this moves in. And here is that rain moving in. There's actually a couple areas of low pressure with this. There's one main driver out here that's going to be sitting over near Kentucky, West Virginia area, okay? And there's another one trying to redevelop down here. Because of the high pressure that's off to our north here, and I can almost, just so you can see where this is, we have a big high sitting up here, okay? And you have some pretty low pressure here. You have the 995 millibar low. These are actually in close proximity to each other, not too far apart. And because of that, there's going to be a pressure gradient in between the two. And whenever you have a pressure gradient, it's kind of like it's a squeeze play. You're pushing the isobars closer together, and that's going to funnel the wind. If you're ever in a city like a bigger city like Philadelphia, New York, even downtown Allentown or Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, we have some higher buildings that are in close proximity to each other, and you have the wind that goes through there on a windier day. You might have some wind gusts that are 30 miles per hour. It will actually accelerate as it gets squeezed in between the buildings in a downtown area. This is kind of the same concept, okay? You're kind of squeeze playing the winds in between those two, the high and low pressure systems, and that's where it's giving you your wind here on Friday. But it's going to be a very short duration time frame for this to move through, and it's going to be when the heavier rain band comes through. There's going to be a shorter amount of rain, a lesser amount of rain. And it's mainly going to be an afternoon and evening show on Friday, although you will have some showers come in the morning as well. And when the band pushes through during the evening or late afternoon, early evening, you're going to have the wind gusts accompanying it. It could be some wind gusts that are 40, maybe even 45 miles per hour for a time as that moves through. So we'll have to check on the winds here and follow that throughout the week to see how that changes. Sometimes the models at this range will overestimate winds, so I don't want to go nuts like I saw on the NAM this evening. It was showing some 50-plus mile per hour gusts. I don't think that's correct, all right? So we're just going to wait and see how this plays out, but it looks like it's just a shorter duration deal than this nor'easter. It's not a 24-hour plus deal. We're just looking at, this rain band come through, and then it's pretty much done. So here's where the NAM's opening take is. I have to use the 12-kilometer version because the 3-kilometer version doesn't go that far. It only stops at hour 60. This is just getting started at that point because this is Friday morning at 8 a.m. You see our far southwestern areas get that initial band. This is not the windy band, although you will have some breezy conditions picking up with this as it moves through. So you're going to have the wind already in the morning, breezy conditions anyway, maybe like 15 and 25 type deal. And then once we get later in the afternoon, evening, this is the main band coming in right here. And when you have this, see this dark yellow, and it's almost like a line northwest to southeast. When this rotates through, this there you can see a better image of it. When this band rotates through, that's what's going to be going to have the wind gusts with it are going to be pretty potent because that, again, the low pressure and the high pressure place are putting that squeeze play. But this moves off pretty quickly to the north and then it lifts out. And then we're done with that heavier rain and wind, okay? So it's about, for most areas, maybe like 3/4 of an inch of rain out of this as it moves through for the entire day on Friday. So it's not a situation where we're dealing with like 3-4 inches of rain again. And it's also faster moving, and we're just going to have to worry about that wind as that band moves through. Here's what the GFS shows, just to give you an illustration. Now, don't take these numbers verbatim, what it's showing, but it does have this band of wind moving with that heavier band of rain moving south and north across the region. You get some gusts here. The GFS are indicating a little more realistic here, 40, 45-ish across the region. That's a little bit more believable, but it might be a little bit high too. I just want to wait and see how that transpires over the next 24 to 36 hours of model runs before we kind of commit to that high of a wind speed when it moves through. Likely to be accompanied with that band as it moves through and pushes off to the north. And then that's it. Once we get beyond this system, though, once this continues off to the north, we're going to be in the wake of that here on Saturday. We're going to have some residual showers that are going to be hanging around because there's an upper level low involved with this as well. And the surface low is going to have to move through as well. So you're going to have some continual showers here, intermittently so on Saturday, okay? And then that's going to pull out here in time for Sunday. Sunday's going to be becoming partly cloudy and then mostly sunny here on Monday. And we're going to call partly cloudy for Tuesday for now because the next cold front, this reinforcing cold front, actually, this is a pretty potent cold front. It won't get in here, it looks like, in time to ruin your Tuesday. So just partly cloudy skies, maybe an increase in clouds late in the day. But this looks like it's going to come through overnight and push through. And it actually runs out of precipitation here as it moves through overnight. But this air mass behind it, this trough behind this, starting next Wednesday is going to mean business. We're going to have temperatures in the lower 50s in a lot of places for highs. So we're still 60s for several days straight through, straight through early next week, actually. We're going to have temperature right around 60, 62, 64s, depending where you're at. But it's going to be pretty temperate for this time of year up until that point. Once we get to Wednesday of next week, though, we're going to feel some pretty good changes. It's going to last for much of the first week of November from that point. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchis. That is your outlook for October 27th, 2021. Have a great Wednesday.